the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Starting now at 9 o'clock, covering the entire DMV.
It's like a real-time horror movie. It's very scary, very dangerous, people not leaving their houses.
Tonight we hear from Americans touching down for the first time after the attack in Israel. What's next as tensions escalate in the Middle East and police step up patrols here at home? And homecoming celebrations. Now police investigations. What detectives know after a shooting on Bowie State University's campus and how community members are reacting to the rise in violence. Plus, calling for accountability, why leaders are sounding the alarm at DC's 911 call center and pushing for transparency tonight. And energy costs across the country continue to go up. This as extreme weather events also create a headache for homeowners. We're helping you stretch your dollar.
And a cool day is now turning into a chilly night. We'll let you know how long some of these chilly temperatures will stick around the area.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 this Sunday evening. I'm Ben Dennis. Happening now, DC police are now deploying more officers to places of worship around the city. This comes after a string of deadly attacks in Israel. Leaders there now declaring war on the militant group known as Hamas in Palestine. While the DC Police Department says there are no credible threats here at home right now, the city is in contact with community partners as tensions rise. 1,100 people have been killed in the Middle East since those strikes began, that conflict now entering its second day. And new tonight, we have learned several Americans have been killed in Israel. This is according to U.S. security officials confirmed those deaths tonight. They did not say how many citizens are dead. They extend their condolences and, quote, continue to monitor the situation closely and remain in touch with our Israeli partners. Meantime, eyes are on Washington as the U.S. will send military ships and aircraft closer to Israel to show support. That's according to the Department of Defense. While the conflict unfolds 6,000 miles away, today, hundreds of people rallied outside of the White House, some with signs calling for U.S. aid to Israel to stop. An ongoing call from Palestinians who say Israel has long sought to expand into what was Palestinian territory. Some signs called for sanctions on Israel. One local activist attending that rally told us that she condemned the Hamas militant group's killings, but she still hopes for a two-state solution.
The loss of innocent life is devastating. Nobody of conscience wants to see innocent people die on either side. But the fact is that we need to have conversations about what justice looks like, what true justice looks like in order for there to be lasting peace.
New tonight, the Wall Street Journal reports Iranian security officials helped plan the surprise attack by Hamas, citing members of militant groups. The news could indicate more widespread regional tension across the Middle East.
We had to go because of our kids, but my heart is there.
It's very scary, very dangerous, people not leaving their houses, terrorists shooting in the streets, you know. Stay strong, Israel, stay strong, America, we love you.
Just heard from people touching down in the U.S. after rockets were shot off in Israel. But a live look tonight over the Gaza Strip. We are continuing our coverage of the conflict overseas at 6:30. The new warning for American tourists in the Middle East from our embassy in Cairo, plus more reaction from local organizations. Stay with us. Turning now, it's happened for the second time in less than a week. Another shooting at a Maryland college campus. 2 people suffered non-life-threatening injuries at Bowie State University late last night. The victims, however, were not students. DC News Now's Dave Laval tells us what's next for the campus community.
Classes are canceled Monday at Bowie State as administrators help students cope with what happened outside this building late Saturday night. Investigators, meanwhile, are still looking for the gunman.
Shots was fired. Everybody just started running. I couldn't really see a lot.
Duda Robinson stood not too far from the Center for Business and Graduate Studies when chaos erupted on campus.
I was just walking away because I didn't know what they was running for until I tapped my head.
Shots rang out there late Saturday night that left 2 19-year-olds wounded. Investigators said the 2 did not attend Bowie State.
This is not normal for Bowie State University.
University President Aminta Bro addressed the shooting during a Sunday morning news conference with state and local investigators.
We're not used to this here at Bowie State University.
The shooting is the second one in less than a week at one of Maryland's historically black colleges and universities. 5 people were wounded at Morgan State University during homecoming weekend, which is what took place at Bowie State Saturday. Morgan State's homecoming queen attended Bowie State's festivities just hours before the shooting.
I don't know what the answers are, but we will be coming together once again as a campus community, and we will all figure it out together.
You need to be safe at the university. Everybody need to feel safe coming here and leaving here. And I don't think nobody felt safe coming or leaving.
Investigators recovered a gun at the scene. Again, classes have been canceled on Monday. Plus, there's around-the-clock counseling available to students who need it. At Bowie State University, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
For that report tonight. Meantime, a meeting regarding the shooting will take place tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon in the University Student Center ballroom. Turning now to your weather on DC News Now, Damon Matson in for Scott Sumner tonight. Damon, we are indeed lucky. It is finally starting to feel like fall out there.
Yeah, that chilly air was around all day long today, and now as we head into the overnight hours, it's going to feel even more chilly, more crisp as we get into the start of this new week and wrap up the weekend. There's a good look at those high temperatures today, low to mid 60s for the eastern half of the DMV. That is all the warmer it got for just a short period of time as well. And we're talking mid to upper 50s across the Shenandoah Valley into the Allegheny Highlands of Western Maryland and West Virginia. And look at where those temperatures are now, folks. Definitely out of the 60s. We're at 55 in DC, but we already have some very chilly locations. Manassas down to 44 degrees, Culpeper 45, and we even have 49 in Cumberland, Martinsburg, and Kaiser, as pretty much all of us are going to see those temperatures fall down into the 40s. Now, the good news is, as we head into the night, the breezy winds that were around earlier in the day, helping make it feel even chillier still, they are starting to lighten up, still out of the west, at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, but nowhere near what we saw earlier on. And yes, by the time we get into the early morning hours and just before sunrise tomorrow, we're talking low temps, including in DC, down in the low to mid 40s. Some of the chilliest air we've experienced since last spring. Out in the mountains, there even could be lows in the 30s. So get ready if you're going to go out at all tonight or getting ready for the day tomorrow morning. Bundle up, folks. It's going to be a chilly start, but could we see these temperatures rebound and warm up as we go into this upcoming week? We'll have a look at your full forecast coming up in just a bit.
To look at. Thank you, Damon. A 14 and 15-year-old have been arrested and charged with armed carjacking in the district. DC police say the teens had handguns, demanded somebody inside of a car to hand over that car. It happened on 42nd Street on Friday. The suspects were caught a short time later by police officers, and the victim's vehicle was also recovered. And developing tonight, police in Montgomery County say a man shot and killed his father in Olney. Officials say it happened on Mount Olney Lane around 8:30 last night. These new photos, a bird's eye view, show the scene shared with us from a viewer. Police say 25-year-old Nicholas Stull allegedly shot his dad, 57-year-old Michael Stull, inside of their home. Nicholas Stull is now being charged with first-degree murder, first and second-degree assault, and use of a firearm during the commission of a violent crime. And over to Virginia, that's where state police say a man was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds on the shoulder of I-495 overnight. Police say the man was found near exit 54 and Braddock Road in Fairfax County around 2 o'clock this morning. Police are asking anybody with information to pick up the phone and give them a call. And members of the armed forces took to the streets of Arlington and D.C. today for the U.S. Army 10-miler run. This year marked the 39th annual race. All proceeds from that race benefit Army family and morale, welfare, and recreation programs. To date, the race has generated over $8 million for those Army programs. Good for them. And happening tomorrow, some school districts, offices, and local governments will observe Indigenous Peoples Day. In D.C., the mayor's office says that some services will be affected, but many essential employees will be on the clock. Services that will operate during the holiday include all low-barrier shelters for people experiencing homelessness. The Downtown Day Service Center is offering walk-ins on a first-come, first-served basis. Parks, playgrounds, and other athletic courts will also be open. And happening now, tax credits for buying a new or used electric or plug-in hybrid vehicle can now be claimed when you buy the car. Currently, the tax credit is applied to your 2023 tax return, which you file next year. Well, the now near instant credit should lower your purchasing costs and help car dealers immediately instead of having to wait. You can qualify for up to $7,500 for an eligible new vehicle and up to $4,000 for a qualified used vehicle. And the Powerball jackpot climbed to an estimated $1.55 billion after nobody matched the game's 6 numbers and won the giant prize last night. If a winner chooses to take a one-time lump sum, that would just come under $680 million. The jackpot is now the world's 4th largest prize after 34 consecutive drawings without a winner. Again, the odds of winning the Powerball, around 1 in 292 million. Good luck.